So Dan, tell me how this whole kids kart come about.
Boy, I guess there's a lot of different reasons, but personally it's because I have grandkids, and you know, being in racing for the last 35 years, these kids need a place to run, and again, we keep stressing kids. Right now, racing has become so expensive, even to get into a light buggy. You know, majority of them out there are 10,000 bucks and higher, and then to compete with guys that have been in the class for 20 plus years. That's really hard for young guys to be able to come up, and not just meaning little kids, 15, 16-year-olds, to compete against guys that have raced these buggies for 20 plus years. So we had to think of something out of the box to where we can get the 8, 9, 10-year-old kids involved. Because whenever kids are involved, that means their parents are involved, their grandparents are involved, their aunts and uncles. One of these little carts, I mean, it's realistic to say one cart's going to bring minimum 10 people to the track, which is good for the promoter, the vendors, everybody.
We've got the first roller chassis here. Can you tell us about, as far as the design goes, the people behind you, and as far as the schedule of getting the first one out on the test track, you know, when do you foresee that?
Boy, we're hoping it'd be out already. Again, like anything, it takes a little longer than you initially think, but Chad Horde, he's got 2 little girls. He came up to me at one of the races and said, you know, I really want to get my daughters involved in racing. Then with USAC's help and AMSOIL's help, we got involved with Briggs & Stratton, and they've been instrumental in getting the motor package and clutch package together. So they've been a lot of help in this kart. Between Jake, Case Gunderson, Chad Horde, myself, and Mikey, and Chad Rayford. That's, I want to say, the majority of the people putting all the time and effort and finances, if you will, into this thing. To not just get the cheapest part on it, but to get the best bang for our dollar, to get a cost-effective part that's going to do the job. So we're not just out there, you know, spending money just because it's one of my sponsors or somebody else's sponsor.
And this will be a spec class?
As of right now, you're going to have to buy a chassis. Again, there will be different stages, or maybe you can buy it turnkey like we just sold 2 of them today. Hopefully what we want is people to be able to put their input, build their own, but to keep the rules, the A-arms, the suspension, the chassis itself is going to be a bought-in piece. And I know we keep getting different advice where, boy, if I can weld my own, I can save money. Right now, it's all about getting a class out there, getting a safe class out there. We have interest from other people, so we're starting to take, you know, bids from different companies to maybe some guy will only do A-arms, maybe somebody will do a rear track bar, maybe somebody else will do the chassis. But, you know, between Mike Brew, who just left, and Case Gunderson and Horde and myself, besides all these other fabricators that have been calling, we have a lot of interest.
And as far as actual racing goes, you expect to be on the track this year with the TORC Series?
That's our plan. This year is to be on the track at all the MORR events. So not where all the pros are going. That would be great if we can make it happen, but for sure, where all the sportsman guys go, we'll have a Saturday race and a Sunday race. Who knows, maybe even a Friday night feature or special or something. But right now, we plan on having it on the schedule with all the other sportsman racers.